Happy Monday, Pre-K-12. It's Miss Kaya here, and this week we will be celebrating Earth Day. The theme for Earth Day 2020 is climate action, and of course with climate action, that means we have to reduce, reuse, and recycle. These three words will definitely be a review for your student, so be sure to ask them the definitions for reduce, reuse, and recycling, as well as giving you some examples of the three terms. So our vocabulary for this week is the word climate. By definition, climate is the weather in an area over a long period. So for example, here I have Antarctica's climate equals cold. The best way to push this vocabulary word for your student is to talk about the various types of animals that live in different types of climates. So for Antarctica, an example of animals that live in a cold and icy environment will be polar bears, seals, and penguins. With pushing the vocabulary, it's very important for us to use examples and synonyms of words for our students. So with the conversation that you're having with your student, you should be able to use certain words and interchange them. So with my example of Antarctica in reference to climate, I was interchanging the word environment into my conversation. At this point, your student should be familiar with the use of the word environment and should be able to use the word interchangeably with climate as well. Talking about climate, we have to talk about the four major climate zones of our planet. First being the polar and subpolar zone. The environment there is very cold. Animals that live there thrive in very low temperatures. You don't find a lot of humans living in this area, being that the temperature is so cold. And next we have the temperate zone, where we have cooler prolonged winters because they're so close to that polar zone. You do have vegetation in this region, and you do get frequent rain. Next, we have the subtropical zone, where we just so happen to live. We have short, mild winters, very hot summers. We have a lot of vegetation. We get a lot of rain, a lot of sunshine. And for the most part, we have a fairly mild climate. And then lastly, we have the tropical zone, where it's very hot. You have minimal rain. This is where you find most of the world's deserts. And it's closer to the equator and it's closer to the sun, hence why it's so hot. All right, you guys, so I have 3 Earth Day activities for us for Wednesday. The first one being the Earth Day lava lamp. You would need cooking oil, water, food coloring, Alka-Seltzer tablets, as well as like a mason jar. For the Fizzy Earth Day science experiment, you would need plastic mini cups. You would need a large tray, an eyedropper, baking soda, vinegar, and food coloring. And the last activity, the Earth Day shapes, you would need white construction paper as well as colored construction paper, markers, crayons, scissors, glue sticks, and tape, whichever one you prefer. I will be posting the videos to the activities tomorrow, so you and your student will be able to participate in Earth Day, which is Wednesday, and you'll be all set to go. I hope this video was informative. I'll be sure to insert in the description box everything you would need for the activities, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with.